My name's Doug McKee, and welcome to Tips from the Wise Guy. Today's tip is about how to actually handle the holiday stress. Now, the experts tell us that because it's the holiday season, additional stress is on the way, just like turkey and Thanksgiving and Santa Claus and presents. But if they'd ever bothered to read the original work on stress, they would have realized that the method and the key to handling stress was in that paper as well. Now, stress, the word stress, actually refers to the work that our body must do, and only the work our body must do. Now, if we don't like the work that we do, it's called distress. And when we're distressed, our brain is busy making some chemicals that really make us feel anxious, angry, or depressed. So it's actually distress that causes most of our problems. And that's actually a good thing, because we can do something about distress that we can't do about the work that we have to do. At least 90% of our distress does not come from the work that we have to do. It comes from the negative emotional stories that we tell ourselves about the work that we have to do. For example, if you walk into a church, the body has so much work to do in walking. Doesn't matter to the body whether you're walking into a wedding or you're walking into a funeral. The work to the body is the same. What is different is the emotional content of the story we're telling ourselves about the work. So the best way to actually avoid what the experts refer to as stress, but is actually distress, is to avoid telling ourselves those negative stories to begin with. So here are 4 techniques that you can use to avoid holiday stress. And there is actually additional holiday stress, and for 3 reasons: relationships, finances, and actually physical demands on our time. Relationships can cause a lot of additional stress because too much togetherness or too little togetherness can cause pressure. Finances, adding more expenditures and everything on top of an already tight budget can not only hurt us today, it can hurt us for a long time to come. And physical demands, we're already busy enough. The extra demands of taking care of people and making more meals and shopping and everything during the Christmas can just leave us exhausted. So back to the 4 tools. The first tool is, where is the danger? There's a huge difference between worry and danger. Danger actually carries with it the threat or the possibility of physical harm, like smoke, fire, guns, cars, things like that. Worry, on the other hand, has none of those. So if you're feeling distress, look around. If there's danger, run. If there is no danger, all of that fear, all of the distress you're feeling is coming from your own story. And you can manage that story. The second tool is look before you leap. Now, thinking emotionally is like jumping off a cliff. Once you're in the air, you're committed to the fall. So anything that you do, say, or think that's really negatively emotional is done. You cannot change it. So it's really actually better to stay on neutral territory, stay on safe ground, and don't go there. The next one is stop, drop, and roll. Now, we were taught stop, drop, and roll as a fire technique when we were children, but it really applies to stress, or distress more correctly. And because when you find yourself really distressed, it's like you're on emotional fire. So stop. Stop thinking about what you're thinking about. Drop back 10, like in a football game. And then roll out a decision in a different direction. The last tool is called change the channel, because our negative stories are like watching a television show that we know is going to make us miserable. Why do we watch it? The big difference is that with our stories, it's all coming from in here. So if it's coming from in here, we have the right and the authority and the ability to either change the channel or turn off the program. and we'll feel a whole lot better. So use one of these 4 tools whenever you're starting to feel distressed, to manage your holiday distress. The result will be less distress, more energy, more time to enjoy the holidays. Sounds like a great recipe. Thanks for joining The Wise Guy. Happy holidays.